Hello on this Monday. Nice chances to view that fresh snow we've had. Big swath of it here with clear skies mainly the last few days. What's not moving in white is that snowpack, and you can even see snow in the Rockies too. Wanted to briefly recap this incredible storm though, because all part of the same system that sadly killed dozens of people in Kentucky. Severe storms on the warm side of this storm. Well, we saw, of course, quite a bit of snow for some spots. And just incredible for the time of year, this sort of severe weather outbreak, both in terms of the number of reports. All the red dots are tornado reports, all the blue dots are wind reports. We're talking 40 tornado reports, hundreds of wind damage reports, and over a huge area too. Very bizarre for winter to see that, even in areas south of us. We also saw a lot of liquid precipitation here. It made some news that way too. So our third wettest period since September 1st, 73 hundredths of an inch of water out of Friday night's system picked up. And nearly a foot of snow. Of course, it was even more water where that narrow area of the southeast metro got really hit with the snow. Up to an inch of water fell in some of those spots. And it may be signs of a changing pattern. We've been seeing pretty dry conditions through the fall. Blue here is the normal precipitation, or sorry, the actual precipitation we've had. Orange is the normal line. We saw about half our normal precip for fall, but now December is above normal. But if you look at that blue line, it all averages about an inch per month. So we're staying consistent, but the average precipitation does drop off in the winter because it's a colder period. So we're watching this mass of clouds in the Pacific Northwest. This is our next storm system. It's going to bring in some very warm air ahead of it. So we're not talking a big snowstorm this time. We're talking about potentially a big rainstorm, kind of a mess here. So this is Wednesday evening into Wednesday night. Some snow on the backside, but we're talking about rain and even the chance of thunder, along with record-breaking temperatures. So from record snow to record warmth here on Wednesday. Highs in the 50s from the metro south. Low 60s are still possible, not out of the question, definitely in southeastern Minnesota. Just insane for December the 15th. In fact, the record high for the Twin Cities is 51 on Wednesday, and I think we're going to break that. So definitely a record breaking in terms of the temperature, but also odd to see thunderstorms. We can get thunder snow in the winter, but to see thunderstorms is a little unusual. And we're going to have moisture. This is Gulf moisture all the way up into Minnesota. Dew points into the 50s, which is humid by winter standards, even fall standards. In fact, when we look at the total water content in the atmosphere, models are forecasting 5 times the normal water content, 500% of normal. That is insane for this time of year. We just don't get that kind of moisture. And when that happens, just enough instability. This is looking at energy available to thunderstorms, so basically instability. And we have just enough to produce some thunderstorms. They're going to start in the afternoon Wednesday in Nebraska and then move across Iowa into Minnesota and Wisconsin. Now on the south end of this, they could see some severe weather in Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. I don't think we'll see severe weather, but thunderstorms are bizarre enough. And whenever we have that, of course, that can yield pretty high precipitation amounts, which is bad news for the snow. The snow lovers may have gotten excited that we got a big storm finally, but with the warm temperatures and then up to an inch of water could fall with some of these model scenarios. Half inch to an inch of rain is like acid on that snow. So it's going to get messy regardless, and maybe a little snow on the back end. But I think for the Twin Cities, by the time it's cold enough late Wednesday night, that precipitation will be out of here, but there could be a narrow swath of snow on the cold side. But some hope that maybe things will cool down at least for the last week of December. We're going to have 2 competing forces of warmth from Siberia and Alaska, and then also over Greenland in the Atlantic. That's going to push the cold air out of the Arctic and kind of funnel it in our direction. So it looks like a cooler end to December, which has otherwise been running, of course, well above normal. So upper 30s today and tomorrow, lots of sun. It'll be hazier, though, through some high clouds. And then Wednesday, record-breaking warmth, 55 degrees, some thunder and rain possible. Cooling off behind that. In fact, some places by Saturday may not get out of the teens for high temperatures.